Hello, my friend. Welcome to the Claw Office. Trust you had a good weekend. Trust you are off to a good start to a new week. You know, this past weekend we participated in a great celebration. Lynn and I participated in, and I performed a wedding ceremony, which was exceptional. What a great celebration. Now, of course, it was very different than what we initially would have anticipated. The groom was there, the bride was there, the parents were there, and just a couple of friends. So it wasn't a big family and friend celebration as you would typically expect a wedding to be, but of course these are unusual times that we're in. And so this was just a small intimate affair, just a few people gathered. And the thing that made it exceptionally wonderful for us was this was our oldest daughter that was married and the last of our children to be married, and it happened on Saturday. It was a great time, great celebration. Now, everyone likes to gather at weddings, and one of the things they want to see at the wedding is the bride, the beautiful bride, come down the aisle in a wedding dress that is more glamorous than any other wedding dress or any other dress she'll ever wear in the course of her life. And they look to see the bride, and then to see the face of the groom as his bride comes down the aisle and he is receiving her as his wife. And they'll start this whole new journey as husband and wife, and a whole new family unit is created as God makes two people one. Just an incredible event. And we had that. The thing about that is many of you are aware that our daughter was getting married and you were anticipating pictures or video or whatever, but they're not doing that. They're hoping that in sometime in the near future they're going to be able to have a wedding ceremony and a reception and have a day like they had initially planned with all of their family members and friends gathered together. And so we'll have to wait on that. And so I've got some pictures, but I'm not sharing them, and they're for me. They're for me alone. But there's a lot of things that I could share about this particular day and the wedding ceremony itself. A number of memorable things took place and happened on that day. But there's something that struck me afterwards, particularly when people want to see pictures and they want to see the bride and they want to see the groom. And I was just reminded of the fact that, Jesus Christ himself came, and he came for a bride. He came to secure a bride. So he came and offered to the world, an invitation. Will you be mine? Will you be my eternal married partner? Will you share in my inheritance? Will you join yourself to me by faith and trust in me and pledge your life to me? And Jesus makes this invitation, and everyone who says yes to him and pledges their life to him, Jesus takes them on as his very own. Matter of fact, Ephesians chapter 5 details that for us. In Ephesians chapter 5, it says that Jesus loved the church and gave himself up for her. And so he sacrificed himself for her because what was offensive in her, he removed in his own body at the cross, removed her sin. And he gave himself up for her through death and then in resurrection, that he might sanctify her, that he might set her apart unto himself, having cleansed her by the washing of water with the word, so that he might present the church to himself in splendor, without spot or wrinkle or any such thing, that she might be holy and without blemish. And so Jesus has done everything that was necessary to secure for himself a bride. Her offenses, everything that made her disqualified to be a bride of Jesus Christ, he removed in his own body on the cross. He has sanctified her unto himself, and he is beautifying his bride. And when he returns and wedding day happens and the marriage is consummated, if you will, he will have a beautiful, blameless, holy bride. And he will share an inheritance with her, his inheritance with her, for all eternity. And they will rule in a new heaven, new earth together. It's just a remarkable thing. But I was reminded of the fact that particularly the beauty of the bride, everyone wants to see that beautiful bride come down the aisle. Well, Jesus Christ has secured a beautiful bride, and he's making her beautiful, and he is presenting her to himself. The bride belongs to him, and belonging to Jesus Christ, that is the treasure, and that is the richness that he has secured for us in the work that he's done the work that he's done for us in having us as his very own. Well, there's a lot of things I could share about that wedding ceremony, a lot of things I could share about this, but that was one of the things that encouraged me today. Just the fact that so many people wanted to see the bride, and they're not able to. And the beauty of the bride is really for the groom. And I thought of the fact that Jesus Christ has a beautiful bride, and he's making her beautiful today. And when he comes, she'll be prepared for him. Hey, trust that you're prepared for the return of Jesus Christ, that you have responded positively and accepted his invitation to be his eternal partner. It is a beautiful picture and a beautiful reality. Hey, trust you have a great week. Look forward to talking to you again sometime soon. God bless.